駱家辉，美籍华裔政治家、民主党党员，曾经担任美国驻华大使、华盛顿州州长、商务部部长等职。2014年初辞去美国驻华大使一职，回到西雅图与家人团聚。駱家辉1950年出生于美国华盛顿州西雅图，祖籍中国广东台山，是一个移民家庭的第3代。
This is the great honor for us to be here today. We all know you're the third generation of a Chinese family. So would you please start from your aging heritage first?
Well, I'm very proud of my Chinese heritage. My grandfather actually came to the United States in the late 1890s and worked as a servant for a family in the state capital of Washington State, washing dishes, sweeping floors in exchange for English lessons. And like so many of the early Chinese immigrants, he would go back to China, would get married, have a family, but then come back to the United States to work and send money back to China to support the family. So my father was also born in China. And then one day my grandfather went back to China and brought all my uncles and aunts and the entire family back to the Seattle area. And after the war, my dad was in World War II. After World War II was over, he fought for the United States Army. He went back, met my mom in Hong Kong. They got married, and he brought her to the United States. And so we were all, my brothers and sisters, we were all born here in Seattle, Washington. I'm very proud of my Chinese ancestry and proud of the contributions that China has made to world civilization over thousands and thousands of years. But I'm also thoroughly American and proud of the values that America stands for, proud of the innovations that America has brought to the entire world. And so I really want to make sure that the United States and China work closely together to really help solve the problems, not just of China and the United States, but the problems of the world.
在谈到作为移民家庭的后代和父亲祖父辈对他的影响时，駱家辉表示，中国传统文化中的家族观念让他印象深刻，也使他从小养成以家庭为重、照顾家人的良好品德。
When I was growing up, my father and all of the aunts and uncles were always sending money back to the family village to support the uncles and the aunts that were still there. And it really reinforced in me the notion of taking care of our entire large extended family. That our success here in America was really because of the sacrifices and the contributions that other members of the clan made to enable a few of the people in the village to come to the United States. And so I had a chance to visit the family village after I was elected governor, and I could really see just how much sacrifice they made so that a few of the family members could come to the United States. I think that's one of the things that I'm most proud of Chinese culture, taking care of the entire family, taking care of our elders.
1882年，当时的美国总统切斯特·艾伦阿瑟签署了一项专门针对中国移民的法案——排华法案，将所有华人劳工拒于美国之外长达10年。駱家辉谈到这段历史，非常严肃地表示，这项法案从一定程度上讲，的确抑制了华人移民进入美国。
It's one of the sad chapters of U.S. history, where because of the prejudice against Chinese, the Exclusion Act limited significantly the amount of immigrants coming from China to the United States. Very, very difficult for immigrants to bring family members over. And if we had not had the Chinese Exclusion Act, the number of Chinese in the United States would be much, much larger. At the same time, the Chinese in America have overcome huge obstacles, have succeeded in all fields of American life, from business to academia to government to the arts, and they're respected members of the American community. So, you know, that's really true of so many different immigrant groups from around the world who have come to America. They have faced discrimination and hardship. But because of the freedom, equality, and the opportunities in America, if people work hard, their dreams can come true. And so the dreams of the Chinese population have come true here in America. And we in America welcome people from around the world. We welcome wave after wave of immigrants.
What do you see in the future of Chinese immigration in the United States?
Well, I think Chinese immigration in the United States will continue to grow. We have so many Chinese students studying here in the United States who then apply for to get a green card to become a permanent resident, who are starting new innovation companies and technology companies, creating jobs for the other people of America. So I think America very much supports and welcomes the Chinese people here in America, and we have become integral parts of American society. And so I think the future for more Chinese in the United States is bright.
卸任美国驻华大使职务后，骆家辉回到家乡华盛顿州西雅图，担任一些跨国企业的高级顾问，继续为中美两国之间的经贸文化交流默默付出。
I'm actually working with both Chinese and U.S. companies on cross-border trade and investment. Again, I very much believe that the future is bright for U.S.-China cooperation, and the world is looking for leadership and partnership between the United States and China at the government level, but also at the business level, to help solve some of the tough issues facing the entire world. China cannot solve some of the world's problems alone. The United States cannot solve it alone. We need partnership, whether it's to fight climate change, or to stop terrorism, or to cure cancer. We need both sides joining together to solve these tough issues.
人口老龄化的问题是目前世界上不少发达国家要面对的问题，也是中国和美国这两个超级大国迫在眉睫的社会问题。许多老年人面临居住、健康、就业、生活品质与保持目标人生等问题，尤其是照顾逐渐增多的独居、卧病在床或患老年痴呆症的老人，将成为主要的问题。
Countries all around the world, including the United States, are confronted with a rapidly growing elderly population. It's a very tough issue in China as well because of the one-child policy. Who's going to take care of the elderly? And here in the United States, we have a rapidly growing elderly population, and especially among the Chinese and the Asian American community. And so we need more thoughtful government policies all around the world to address the needs and take care of the elderly as they get older. Some simply need better housing, some need medical care, and some need some help with their living.
美国老年人的福利政策比较完善，社会服务也比较到位。不仅有老人公寓和老年人活动中心这样的老年人服务设施，还有一系列老人福利政策规定，涉及到许多政府机构和事业部门，形成了全社会各个方面的合力来关爱老人，特别是医疗保险。奥巴马总统上台以后，推出了一系列改革措施，其中备受争议的健康保险计划——奥巴马健保，就受到了不少老人的欢迎。
We need to make sure, obviously, that the aging population have adequate health care available to them, that they can afford the prescription medicine that so many take in order to maintain their quality of life. We need to look at housing policies. As they get older, they don't want to live in their own house, but they don't want to live in an apartment. They want independent living. And so what kind of policies can we enact to enable them to live in their house for as long as possible, so that they don't have to move into a nursing home or a retirement home? But if they do move into a nursing home or a retirement home, what kind of policies can there be to make it financially doable for that? 骆家辉表示，在担任驻华大使期间，他观察到中国政府非常重视人口老龄化的问题，并且也在积极地寻找可行的方法，帮助老人们能够在舒适的环境和条件下颐养天年。 Well, in some ways, the United States is farther along in terms of developing policies for the elderly, and I know that the Chinese government is very concerned about the growing number of elderly in China and is now building nursing homes and retirement centers, assisted living facilities for the elderly. And in fact, they're encouraging expertise and management from the United States to go to China to share the ideas and the experiences, the lessons learned, to share the successes and even the mistakes that Americans have made, so that China does not have to make those same mistakes, because the elderly population in China is exploding. And in just a few years, there will be several hundred million elderly in China.
对于年长的人士来说，可以生活在自己熟悉的环境中非常重要。但当家人无法照顾，身体出现状况时， 政府和社会有责任为他们提供带有医疗保险设施和人员的养老社区。
Well, obviously, we need more facilities so that the seniors can live in their own apartments, their own units. They don't need a big house when they're 80 or 90 years old. They need people nearby who can help them if they need some help. And then gradually, as they become very, very elderly and have severe medical issues, they need nursing homes. And you need high-quality staff. You need trained staff. You need good medical professionals in those buildings who can take care of them and meet their needs 24 hours a day.
谈到家人，骆家辉表示，自己的母亲就罹患了帕金森氏综合症。为了照顾她，并且尊重她的独立性，家里人为她请了24小时的看护，但仍然让她生活在自己家里。
I have a mother who has a very serious disease, Parkinson's disease. She wants to stay in her house, and so we have actually hired people to live with her, to watch her during the daytime. One person in the morning, one person at night, a different person on the weekends, and of course the family members are always over there watching her and helping out. And because she wants to be independent. She loves her own house, has special memories to her, and so I think we should help the elderly stay in their homes as long as possible.
在中国人的传统观念里，百善孝为先，照顾家里的长者、孝顺老人是年轻一代人理所当然应该做的。但随着时代的进步、观念的更新，很多中国家庭也开始逐渐接受安养中心、养老社区这类由社会提供的退休后的居住场所。
Obviously, Chinese families want to stay together as long as possible. But when sometimes the young people need to move to another city for work. The parents don't want to move. They like their circle of friends. They love the community in which they have long lived, and so they need, where will they live if the children move away? Same thing in the United States. And so and they don't need a big house or a big apartment. And so a retirement center can help meet the needs of smaller space, but also lots of neighbors and interaction with fellow Chinese people. So I think that's a challenge for the elderly in China as well as in the United States, and especially for the family. And that's why it's important to have facilities where families can also visit, where the families can go and maybe cook a big family meal together.
日前，在西雅图地区出现了一家专门为华人设计的养老社区。社区里有会说各种语言的护工、护士，到处可以看到中国元素，是一个温暖的、有家庭氛围的社区。社区提供各地美食、精美的装修布置，旨在保持活力的运动项目、家庭活动、音乐疗法，同时还庆祝各种东方传统节日。对于这类专门针对华裔老人的退休社区中心的出现，骆家辉表示，这和近年来华裔移民人数的不断增加有着很大的关系。
This future luxury retirement facility is going to meet a need within the Chinese community. We have a growing Chinese population here in the Seattle area, in the state of Washington. Not everybody wants to stay in their house, and at some point they want a smaller house or they want to move into an apartment. And this facility is just beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful gardens. Open space next to the lake. The architecture is going to be beautiful. Lots of community rooms so that families can actually come and cook meals with the elderly. There will be a daycare center nearby, so there'll be lots of little kids running around, and so it almost feels like a home. And I think that the atmosphere of this facility is going to be very, very special, and it's going to be very attractive and is a good option for the Chinese as they get older. The Chinese community needs a whole range of different types of facilities for the elderly, from retirement living, like this facility, Aegis Living, provides, and it's a luxury retirement center, to assisted living, where people need some help once in a while, but they want to live by themselves, all the way to nursing homes, where they have very tough medical issues that require them to be almost in a hospital, but not quite a hospital, but a nursing home, where they have constant medical care. And so we need the full range of these services for the elderly as they advance in their age.
与其他的养老社区不同，乐徐之家注重的是传统的中国家庭观念，家人可以经常和老人聚会， 还可以一起烹饪中国传统美食，尽享天伦之乐。
If you look at the other facilities that Aegis Living operates and have constructed, you see that it's very high quality. It almost feels like a luxury hotel, and it's very bright and airy, and lots of space. And it's a type of facility where the family can also come and visit. And there are so many activities for the elderly, from swimming to massage to sauna. To restaurants and reading areas and theaters. And of course, this facility for the Chinese will be next to a nice lake, and so people can walk around and enjoy the outdoors.
尽管目前駱家辉暂别政坛，没有担任任何政府职务，但早已过了知天命年纪的他，对现在的状态非常满意，也对自己充满信心。他表示，保持头脑的清醒和身体的健康，即使到了一定年纪，一样可以为社会做贡献。
I think we're all kind of not believing it. We all think that we're young and want to continue to be very, very active. And that's why I think it's important that we have services available to seniors and that they have good, affordable health care to allow them to be as active as possible. And I really believe that as long as your mind is sharp, an elderly person can contribute to society. They should continue to be active in their community.
您正在收看的是凤凰卫视。